Yo, welcome back to VLR with Justin and Ulam.
It looks like it.
We have yet again discovered the little warehouse.
There's graffiti. It's something different.
Yep. Oh, this... I don't remember if this is the first time someone's mentioned this lower graffiti. I think maybe we talked about it with Phi once another time.
Did they make a mistake?
Yeah, because we've definitely talked about the fact that ninth is spelled.
That isn't how you... They added that E to ninth. What does it mean?
It is weird. Well, I think memento mori is Latin for something like remember death or don't forget your mortality. That other part, I mean, I assume it's just sort of says...
A conditional relating to whether or not a lion has eaten the sun? But what on earth does that mean? It just seems like gibberish.
Well, the upper one was an anagram. Maybe this one's an anagram as well?
Look at that door over there. Doesn't it look just like...
Yep, but there's no console.
Yeah, but there isn't anything written on...
Big 9 on the other door. Guess that means this one isn't important.
I don't see anything that looks like it might open it either.
Yep, nothing. Not open.
Of course it isn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's solid steel.
Well, how do you open it then?
From the other side, maybe?
The other side?
Hey, what's the deal with those doors over there? The ones that are glowing white. Do you think they could be chromatic doors?
Clearly.
There are 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're right, but will we be getting an opportunity to go into them, or have people already started dying?
But they're all the same color. Well, for all the other doors, we had to add colors together to make another color. In this case, we probably just have to make white instead.
Suddenly, the voice of the announcer echoed through the warehouse. Alright, so, yeah, I was gonna say, Dio was taking a bit longer this route,
been opened.
But finally, he did get to the point
45 minutes.
Yep, let's move.
Someone on one of the other teams must have opened. All they'd need is one of the moon keys.
Why would they do that without waiting for the rest of us?
We can ask them when we get there. Come on.
Alright, Dio, what's the deal? As if we didn't know. We looked out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmyoji, Dio, and Alice. Hey! What's going on? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms?
Alice and I haven't done anything.
Yeah,
Dio apparently felt he didn't need to wait.
And you didn't restrain
You got a
him.
problem?
Yes,
Why?
yes, I do have a
I
problem.
don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? They put us on a time limit at a bare minimum. We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
We were able to get back quick. The others could still be stuck somewhere.
Sounding very familiar. This may be the exact lines of dialogue from the other version of this route. No sooner are the words out of her mouth, the rest do show up. Indeed.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
It's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed.
So this is a
It
collapse
happened
route.
so suddenly. We were
rather
just
than a
searching our
disappear
room.
route, so that's good. We've still not figured out what
What?
happens to him in the disappear routes.
Please, you must hurry to the... This condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
And now Dio's put us on a time limit with this. Tenmyoji shoved Kei aside, leapt through the yellow door, rest was exchanged a few startled looks, and ran off after him. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's not letting me do skip, so... I feel like all this has been identical so far, but maybe it's not.
Quark, come on, kid.
Oh, yep, there we go. Alright, so skipping through all this. Establishing Radical 6. Okay, asking if we saw anything, and nope, not in the archives. Nothing like medicine in
What
there.
about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in...
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the garden.
Correct.
Plenty of vegetation, but...
Oh god.
So unless they went to the room, and they would have known if they were in the lab.
He's-
So,
Oh god, no.
look, just to be sure, where'd
The
the three of you
pantry.
go? Yep, no.
There was tons of food everywhere, but Excelivir? Nothing.
Tenmyoji slumped to the ground. Try to skip again. See, yep, we restrain him. Boy, the restraining takes a while. Okay, so this is also a Chase Alice one.
Get going.
Fi's command, we scattered, filtering off the different doors. Where should I look for Alice? Lounge would be good. Okay, so wait, now this is still skipping. No one here. Damn, where'd she go? Head downstairs. Yet. Still not letting me skip. Perhaps from this point. I guess because the place I'm most likely to check is where we went, which was the book area, the archive, that is. Or maybe we're headed directly to the Bee Garden once again, and we'll find her collapsed with Phi. Not heading this way, we won't. Bee Garden's over on the other side. Interesting. Still no skips. This is somewhat new dialogue, even if it's basically still the same kind of dialogue as we usually see. No, she's not here. They search this room. Nothing here either. Need to find her quick. She loses a cord. She's around to stop her. Yes, we pick up what you're putting down. I need to hurry. Should probably have read that, but I imagine it's checking somewhere else on this first floor. Or second floor, rather. Bee Garden, perhaps? Maybe not if it's through the blue. No, yeah, blue does have access, so, yep. Alright, so looks like no matter which of the routes we go, if Alice gets taken, for some reason she makes a beeline to the Bee Garden. However, was Phi here already, having found her this time? Smell, plant life everywhere, yep, so this is all just him noticing the stuff about the Bee Garden once again. Is Alice here? And she's not here either. Okay. Found nothing, hoping nothing had happened to her, but alright. So was I correct in remembering then that if you don't find her here, she's upstairs in that other room slumped against the wall once again? Nowhere to be seen. Check the crew quarters again. This is pointless. I should get back to floor A. Someone else has found her, maybe. Watch the elevator, of course. We're heading back toward the crew quarters. Yeah, I'm guessing I'll find her. Frustrating that I still can't remember how the very first time we went through this, how exactly it went. But doesn't look like anybody's here. Should have a look in the rooms. Yep. Against the wall, presumably having done it to herself. Yep. First thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It was almost like getting punched. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. Why did this happen? Forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to wobble. I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can save her. Then, at last, I pressed my fingers to her neck and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Yeah, she probably ran here immediately, so us running downstairs wasted all the time. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. Yep, she'd gotten to herself. There's no doctor, just anything that looked like it had pierced her heart. Had someone stabbed her? Like, no, clearly, yeah.
We're all going to die.
She got taken by the radical, and the rest of y'all are not far behind. If someone had killed her, they would have taken her bracelet. Something in my brain snapped. Ah! A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. There are other people in the house. I'm not actually screaming. The last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor as the world went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Okay. Huh. Weird spot to just have another game over, but okay. Ah. This is a lock, but it didn't say to be continued. And it's asking where did Alice go, but we know where she went. Here, presumably. That's confusing. Whoops, no, did not mean to return. Oh, that's... You can't skip this. Come on, let me open the menu. Let me open the menu. Come on. Menu. There we go. So... Right, so there's not a question mark lock here, but you do need to know whatever the answer to that is, and we don't. Is everything else now behind a lock? This one's a different colored lock. But it's only lock number 3. Yeah, it looks like everything is, so... I don't think we have... I don't remember how long of a code we need in order to log into this computer in this run. So, let's see, which of these locks do I think we maybe have? So how can find KB saved? This is a route where they're not going to be able to sneak through. Okay, so if it was just one of them, we could use that medicine that allows one person to slip their bracelet off, trick the system, but there's 2 people, so no, that's not going to work. So I don't think we have the answer to that one yet. So proof it wasn't murder. I don't know the way of proof it was that... This is talking about when Clover's threatening the rest of us because she thinks that someone murdered Alice, when I think in reality, I could be mistaken, but I think in every single scenario where Alice ends up dead in that room, I think it's because the Radical 6 got to her. So even though Luna almost always shows up next to her as well, I think Luna gets injured while trying to stop her from killing herself, and then the injection, whatever. I could be wrong, and maybe there's some routes where it's the Radical 6, other routes where, I still really don't think it's Luna who's actually... And that's part of why, because Luna's always there with her when she dies with Luna, because it's always Luna there when she dies with Luna. I don't think that there's actually a murder going on in those scenarios. I think that I think it's always Radical 6, but I don't know that we have any proof of that yet. After all, that is lock number 2. I guess that makes sense. We should look for whichever one's lock number 1. That's number 8. 6. 4. Alright, we do know this one, though, now. Kind of. We've figured it out, that we take the Accelivir from the lab, put it through that thing to duplicate it, but technically none of our characters in the game have come to that conclusion yet in any of the routes, so that's probably something to wait on. So this one's route number 3. Laboratory after escape. Right, okay, so this is a route. Yeah, we do the same. So this is the one, yeah, that we also know how to answer. Kind of. I don't remember which room that other medicine is in, but we know that there's enough for one person to beat the coming lethal injection. This one's lock number 2. That one's lock number 2, but I really do not know what proof we're going to be able to get. So here's lock number 1. Yeah, so wait, lock number 1 is how can they be saved? I don't know, but it is lock number 1, so let's go ahead and load it up and see. Again, we've unlocked everything else, so maybe the game now just has the answer, even though I don't know what the answer is. Yep.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
Corpse bracelet? Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead. I'd get enough of it from Dio. You gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then UK, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here. Alright, so this is a Quark ran away one.
Hey,
which, again,
lay
we
off.
Still don't know where he went.
I want to believe they're alive too, but...
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see.
yeah.
This is what I found.
Broken.
What?
Yeah,
I
what
assume
the hell?
whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's
I
no
can't
point.
say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Okay. Like I
Chromatic
said,
doors
I don't actually
have
know the
opened.
answer to this puzzle, but
5
maybe
minutes
we've
remain until
discovered it.
With the
and
bracelet
I'm not
like this,
remembering?
I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. You're gonna know.
When the time comes,
Yeah, the thing on the outside.
I see.
Do we not have the proper... I'm guessing that Dio's bracelet is the one that was meant
That's
to go
what
with
they
them.
wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
And I still don't know how we get around it then.
Go on ahead, Sigma.
I mean, and they might as well also enter a door, because they definitely get penalized if they're out. If they're inside with the... Even though it's a broken bracelet, maybe the scanner's still able to properly detect it.
You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
You know I can't just
But
ditch you
if you
guys like
stay
that?
here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? What kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Yep, so... How do we figure this out? You need to calm down, just calm down. Have to be a way to save them. What did any of that had to do with the
the
answer?
first is an anesthetic called Soparil
Yeah.
Beta. The other is a muscle. Your bracelet also has
Yeah.
you break the rule.
Yes.
My brother told me about neostigmine as a type of cholinesterase inhibitor.
Yeah, okay, so that's the thing that allows you, but I thought we established there's only enough for one dose.
That means it's sort
So
of
maybe-
an antidote for tubocurine.
Alright, so... First off, do we have enough time to go get that if we don't already have it? Maybe we already have it in this route. Is there enough for 2 people? I was under the impression only 1 person could use it, so maybe this is just the answer to Locks 1, and I think Lock 2 was the me, already having been injected with the first part, so maybe this is just
I
the
knew
answer
it.
2 of the locks.
Get back! I found it, so it's mine.
Okay, I don't remember when that one was, but okay. Alright. Of course,
The
the antidote.
antidote.
Where? Didn't have time to explain. No, you did not, honestly. Took off running toward the exit.
Sigma!
New animation, maybe.
Where are you going?
Stay here! I'll be right back! I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment room. Which one was the treatment room? Is that the one with the cryopods? Is that one called the treatment room? Is that where the thing was? Honestly, I guess I really do not remember. Yeah, so apparently it was in here? I think Dio put it in his pocket. Oh, come on, please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through his coat until... But again, is this not still only a single dose? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can't say both of them. You can't say it can't.
1 minute remains
gonna make an
until
injection?
chromatic doors close.
1 minute! Spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Three, two, one. Chromatic doors closing.
I feel like aren't all 3 of us dead now? No, you gotta be kidding
Oh
me.
dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. Okay, so... I still don't know how we're gonna give Kay an injection. But perhaps this is going to hit like a lock number 7 or something after the first lock, where we then have to remember, oh yeah, also we can go duplicate it at the, well, no, I know that other thing is able to duplicate the Accelavir. I don't necessarily know that it's able to duplicate this. So first would be Soparil, yep, which is starting to give all this the woozy. Mind and Mustafa. Yep, this is the second time now that we've encountered this part, but had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with that. With every ounce of strength I could muster, forced my eyes back open. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't even intend to try doing any more than just saving one person, which also really doesn't help. But, okay. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. My right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose, Phi or Kay? How would you choose Kay? What was I thinking? There was only one answer. Yeah, Phi, I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in metal. I'm sorry, Kay. Summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself toward Phi. And if we hadn't waited this long to do that remembering thing, I could have also still made it through that other door. But whatever. Now she's just alone in here. But we'll probably be able to escape at least. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. No time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger. Alright. Who knows how long it'll take. I injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of cholesterol inhibitor. It's the antidote to the muscle
Why
lock.
did you
I know it wasn't cholesterol.
pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on Kay. Don't say that. You
Then
never get this
why
medal.
didn't you?
Guess you got a point. Honestly, it didn't even
You're
cross my mind.
the biggest.
Probably. Is there anything to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something
No,
more? Okay.
screw this. I don't want to live if it. No, I'm not.
I don't know that you have an option. Yeah, because the Soparil is absolutely still taking effect on all of you, so you're all about to be unconscious one way or the other. Good, Phi's gonna be alright. Okay, because you didn't get the key in this one. That was when I noticed it. Open. There's a hole here on the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you inserted something. It says open, so maybe put some kind of
You
key
could
in
open
there.
up the suit and take the mask off.
But it's turned toward it. Wait, then he... But when did he...
Yes.
Was there
No.
something in there before?
It was empty when I found it.
Sure it was. But what if he'd lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How'd he gotten it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. And killed Dio from the looks of things. Holy shit, then that would mean Dio's killer is... Took as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Kay, wake up! Come on, talk to me! Grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. I really didn't need to see this mapped out. I bumped into Phi and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you, or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Phi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door, and somehow Dio, in his things, managed to break his bracelet sufficiently that it would at least get him vengeance. Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Kay, wake up! Something's happened! You pretended to wake up, very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes, your reasoning is correct. I killed him because
Why?
I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me.
Someone's remembering a lot more than they're supposed to. Oh, right, although I think, again, based on that, this is the route where he opens up to us about having remembered a lot more of
I
it.
couldn't.
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
What?
She was like a mother to me.
And that establishes...
She showed
Who
me how
killed
to
her?
see
Well, how he
meaning in my
knows that,
life.
particularly. Wait, are you saying...
I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you.
Probably not gonna live
I
long
made a
enough
promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important.
to do. Then
You
spit
must
it out.
pay attention.
Of course not.
Cannot forget.
Forget? It wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth were I remembering anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember.
Alright, maybe this is the password.
Remember these letters. Milkevoli.
Milkevoli? Yeah, that's all.
This will open the second gate.
Okay. Hey, Kay! Who told me to tell you this? Or told you to tell me this, anyhow? No, who are you? Show me! Show me who you really are! Grabbed hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. What? No, that's impossible! What? Goodness, they turned that volume up loud. That face! It's my face! Are you sure about that? Doesn't look like the other art we've been seeing. Oh. Wow! And that was the last possible second. Alright. Not sure what that has to do with anything in real particular, though. My vision began to blur and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded. Yeah, so game over, yeah. Or maybe this is actually an end? Is this another person end? Hello, yes? Is it? Ah, this was K end. Alright. So now, despite us now knowing what he looks like, which is apparently like us. Alright. So, no, in fact, despite it acting like the lock was how can they be saved, the answer was still essentially that we failed to. So, okay, but whatever. Let's see, so where was lock 2? Proof it wasn't murder. Well, I didn't remember how we were going to do the other one, well, largely because it was, like, effectively cheating. So, looking at the time, I think we are going to call this episode here, and the next episode we'll open up lock number 2, I assume. Otherwise, I think it's number 3 over here, yeah, so, obviously, same answer here, so we know this one's answer. So I'm assuming the game has held on to and has unlocked lock number 2, so we'll just have to see about that. And now we should have the code for what we need for the lock number, or no, the one that's not technically a lock yet, but now that I think about it, probably just gets to another lock as well anyway at some point. So at any rate, thanks for watching. We will catch you next time.